it was this last Saturday when the massive earthquake of 7.8 magnitude struck Nepal, and almost 50 to 60% of uh, Nepal has been affected by this earthquake, and so far about more than 4,500 people have lost their lives, and thousands are still unaccounted. And it's very hard for news media to get information from hilly areas which have been impacted most. And most of the information has come out from Kathmandu and the areas surrounding that. So I think the death toll will rise much more in the future, and there are estimations that it can go more than 10,000. And people are still feeling aftershocks after the major one, and they are living outside in the tents, or sometimes they don't even have tents, and so many people don't have food and so many other basic needs. And rescue workers and relief workers have not been able to go to the rural areas, those areas which were impacted most. And I think it's our responsibility and duty to try to collect as much donation as we can so that we can help our sisters and brothers in Nepal. And that's why I want to appeal the university community and those outside the university community in Louisville, in Kentucky, and the whole US to think about them, to pray for them, and to help them in any way possible. Donating, it can be $1 or a couple of dollars. That will be a lot. That will be thousands of dollars, and that can save the lives of thousands of people who are in dire need in Nepal.
For about 72 hours, we couldn't talk to our families because they were out in the camps. They couldn't go back home, and the electricity was out during that period. They didn't have their cell phone batteries enough to talk to us. So it was until this morning that we actually got to talk to them properly and got to know what the real scenario is out there. By this morning, some parts of the country the power has been restored to some part of the country. But now there is shortage of water and food. The workers, volunteers from the Red Cross and the World Food Program are on the ground right now. The Nepalese army is pulling out people. There are armed forces from even United States and lots of other countries who have already reached there. They are pulling out people from the rubble. And the food and water shortages and things like that are a mounting problem at the moment. So maybe dollar donation could help them maybe a little bit later. But right now, the main need is sending out water, clean drinking water and food. And the people in Red Cross and WFP, World Food Program, are working to straighten that out. And the best donation at the moment would be to donate to those guys out there working on the ground. So if you can make donation to the American Red Cross or the IFRC or WFP, that'll initially reflect in the grounds of Kathmandu. And besides Kathmandu, there are other places out in the outskirts where only the choppers can go, even there is no roadways. So those areas will need even much more help later on, which definitely money will help them a lot. But when you send money, be aware that send the money through proper channels. Don't send randomly to anybody, any guy that might not reach to the affected people. So please make sure that you send through Red Cross or any other agency that are listed. PayPal has a list of different agencies that are working right now. If you go to the PayPal homepage, they have a list of agencies. You can click any one that you like, and you can donate. So as of right now, we are pretty sure that none of our family members are affected directly. I mean, there is no physical damage to their bodies, but there are some structural damages to their buildings, and that is a very minor thing at the moment compared to what others have to face, other more unlucky people who have lost their lives. So please donate to the international helping associations on the grounds right now in Kathmandu. Your help does work a lot. Thank you.